A solid cylindrical pulley with a mass of 2 kg and radius of 20 cm is free to rotate about its axis. A block of mass 4 kg is attached to the pulley with a light string. Assume the string does not stretch or slip. Calculate the tension in the string and the angular acceleration of the pulley. The concept behind this problem is Newton's second law of motion and Newton's second law for a rotating block. First, let's see what is Newton's second law of motion. According to Newton's second law of motion, the resultant force acting on a body along the direction of the acceleration is equal to the multiplication of mass and acceleration of the body. That is F equal to ma, where F is the resultant force, m is the mass of the body, and a is the acceleration of the body. Now let's see what is Newton's second law for a rotating block. According to Newton's second law for a rotating block, the resultant torque acting on a block along the direction of angular acceleration is equal to the multiplication of moment of inertia of the block and the angular acceleration of the block about the axis of rotation. That is tau equal to I alpha, where tau is the resultant torque, I is the moment of inertia of the block, and alpha is the angular acceleration of the block. Now let's come to the solution of this problem. First, let's see what is given in this question. So given that the mass of the pulley is capital M equal to 2 kg, the radius of the pulley is capital R equal to 20 cm, which is equal to 0.2 meter, and the mass of the block is small m equal to 4 kg. Let's assume A is the acceleration of the block, T is the tension in the string, and alpha is the angular acceleration of the pulley. Now suppose you hold this block and suddenly release it. Then this block will start moving along downward and the cylinder will start rotating on its axis. Here in this animation you can see what is going on. To solve this problem, you have to make a free body diagram of the cylinder and the block. So first let's make the free body diagram of the block. For this, make the rough outline of this block, put a dot in the middle, and then draw arrows to represent all the forces. Here an arrow pointing down representing the force of gravity, which is mg, and an arrow pointing up representing the tension in the string, which is T. Now let's make the free body diagram of the cylinder. For this, make a rough outline of the front view of the cylinder, put a dot at the center, and then draw arrows to represent all the forces. Since in this case the cylinder has only rotational motion, so here there is only one force that is responsible for the rotation of the cylinder, and that force is the tension in the string. So we will draw only tension force here, and which is represented by an arrow pointing down. Now what about the acceleration of the blocks? Since in this case there is only linear motion of the block and it is going along down, so it will have only linear acceleration along the downward direction. So here an arrow pointing down representing the linear acceleration of the block. And for the cylinder there is only rotational motion along anti-clockwise direction, so it will have only angular acceleration along that direction. So here an arrow pointing anti-clockwise direction representing the angular acceleration of the cylinder. By applying Newton's second law of motion along vertical downward direction for the block, we have mg minus t equal to ma. Here mg minus t is the resultant force along the direction of acceleration. Let's say this is equation number 1. By applying Newton's second law of motion for the rotating pulley, we have Tr equal to I alpha. Let's say this is equation number 2. Here I is the moment of inertia of the pulley about its axis of rotation, which is given by I equal to half mr square. Let's say this is equation number 3. And Tr is the torque on the cylinder due to tension in the string. Now it is given in this question that the string is not slipping on the pulley. So from no slipping condition, we have A equal to alpha r. Let's say this is equation number 4. If you solve equations 2, 3 and 4 simultaneously, then from these equations you will get A equal to 2t upon m. Let's say this is equation number 5. Now from equation 1 and equation 5 we can find the value of t, which is t equal to mg upon 2m by m plus 1, and which is equal to 4 times 9.8 upon 2 times 4 upon 2 plus 1, and that will be equal to 7.84 Newton. If you apply the rule of significant digits, then the value of t will be 8 Newton. Because in this question, the least significant digit of physical quantities is 1. Therefore, the tension in the string is T equal to 8 Newton, and this is the answer of part A. Now let's find the angular acceleration of the pulley. From equations 4 and 5, alpha equal to A upon R, which is equal to 2t upon m upon r, which will be equal to 2t upon mr, and that will be equal to 2 times 7.84 upon 2 times 0.2, which is equal to 39.2 radian per second square. And if you apply the rules of significant digit here, then it will be equal to 4 times 10 raised to power 1 radian per second square. Therefore, the angular acceleration of the pulley is alpha equal to 4 times 10 raised to power 1 radian per second square. And this is the answer of part B. That's all about this question.